Okay, hello everyone. Hi. Today is like, I guess, the episode 3 of season 1 of Epic Metaprogramming, where I will continue to work on my all return macro in Jai, starting exactly where I left off yesterday. Let's see if I can still compile it. It does not compile because I typoed this out. Okay, kind of still works. I'm like in the middle of metaprogramming loop where I'm trying to connect the macro call together with the outer procedure to get kind of its header to correctly set the return values of the macro. Yeah. I'm also like experimenting with restreaming to YouTube at the same time. So like we'll see how this goes. Might not go terribly well. I just like downloaded and installed just some like random Twitch plugin from GitHub for restreaming. So my like Twitch key is probably already stolen or something. Yeah. Also, I haven't found like a way to separate like audio tracks on YouTube like you can do on Twitch. So YouTube stream will probably get copyrighted as well. But it is all good. It is all good. It's just a little experiment. Yeah, so let's continue. Where did I left off? Was here like let me like get a little refresher. So I'm listening for procedure bodies. This is a little hack so I don't get too much messages. After I get the body, I go through the body statements. Inside of the statements, right, statements of the block, I get the I get the flattened array of the statements for the block, or I guess expressions, and I iterate over them and I look for procedure calls. And see if the procedure call, if an identifier of a procedure call is this like or return. And if that's the case, I need to grab this header, take its return arguments and somehow connect them together, like probably via like put them in a hash table or something. Right. Yeah, and I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So what are we doing here is we're going to get return. See here, I left a little comment from myself, like rewrite the call to accept return values that this guy returns. Right, so I need to get return values of the procedure header, which I actually know how to do. Here in the modify, I already do. I have a header, I can just get an array of returns. This is actually very, very easy to do. So we have our body header, right? So here we get outer proc turns is body header returns. Right, and I should probably also so there are like basically two ways here, right? First, like first is so our return in the code looks like this. It looks like that, right? First we turn this into that, like return Nadine, 1 default, and red to like default, for example, right? So we just put in the default returns here. And the second way, you know, like I guess like that. If proc header has named returns, then we rewrite this to ret1 named, like ret2 named. So we have two different ways of doing that, essentially. Okay. Maybe I should like dedent stuff a little bit. Like something like if not or return, then maybe continue, right? And like this. So yeah, something like that. So here we would create, I guess, a new statement or something. Like here we have a call. Right, let's, there's an example. Yeah, there's an example in the compiler distribution of how to do this. Let's check it out. So here, example also iterates over procedure bodies. It gets an expression, it returns if it's already modified. I think I also have that, yeah. Okay, also kind of want to collapse that a little bit. Okay, let's do this. And then if body header name replace me, we kind of do similar stuff. Then new statements, right? In this case, example just returns, like creates a return statement. Oh, and then it just does this. It just replaces statements. and then modify procedure, and then it does modify procedure. And that's kind of it. Yeah, it's not even that hard, to be honest. So we have body block statements here. Here, block statements, right? We probably need the index. We have the code procedure call here. We need to either construct the other call that will replace this one, or maybe we can modify it in place. I wonder. So maybe maybe let's try to modify it in place. We have procedure call. This procedure call, let me actually copy this like this, just so I know how to use that. So somewhere at the end we will call something like that. Something like that. Code node. Yeah. Let's look at the code procedure call. Let's look at that. And here we have arguments here. Let's inspect them. We have a call for call arguments unsorted. I guess let's just print it. What? Undeclared identifier body header. How is that? Here, body header. How could it be identified? Ah, hurt. Header, not hurt. Type does not take this operator. It's not a pointer, apparently. Yeah. So why do I print procedure header? I need it for returns later. So it has an expression. And it doesn't have a name. An expression is probably like internal, an inner one. Oh, what did I do? I accidentally closed Emacs. Shit. Code procedure. Okay. Code argument. Why do we have arguments sorted and arguments unsorted? Let's see how they're used. I think print program is a decent one. So append return print arguments. Arguments sorted aren't used at all? Is this used anywhere? It is used, but it is used, but oh, here we can have a return statement. Oh, hey Pom. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome. Hello. So here, when the example creates a return statement, it puts arguments sorted on the return. That grep for argument sorted, yeah. And in the check, if the last argument is spread, we can't know for sure how many elements it has. So I actually don't know like what's the difference between arguments sorted and unsorted. Maybe one of them are like keyworded and other ones are not. Maybe that's the thing. Yeah, because return has, it also has arguments unsorted and arguments sorted. Like, what's the difference? Arguments unsorted, they are used in the program print, so that's actually what appears on the screen. So I assume this is what I need, right? So maybe let me try that. So I have here a single expression, and this expression would be, it will be a procedure call, yeah. And this is like the first argument unsorted. And if it's argument sorted, then it is oh, it is nothing. It doesn't have arguments sorted. That's wild. Let's print the call. Procedure call. It does not have arguments sorted. And here it has arguments unsorted, like the call and then null. Why null? I think null is because I have a second parameter as an array of codes. Oh, because there is a color code, right? No, there are also like defaults and stuff. Huh. Let me maybe comment out the first one, just so it's like still have null. And also I guess I can remove color code. I don't think I use it anywhere, do I? I use it, but... Oh, no, I use it. I use it to get the color root. Ah, I use it to get the color root, but I don't really... Right, color call declaration. Do I do something with it? I don't think I do. Yeah, okay, so let me comment this out and see if I can do without color code. Yeah, because yeah, all I do is like there's just some experiments that I don't think I need it at all. Compiler report. I will comment this out as well. Still compiles. Yes, and I will return color code. No, it still has null here. Right, but if I remove defaults as well, I still have null inside of unsorted arguments. This is weird. This is massively weird to me. I wonder what that null is, because that's what we have. Oh, this is what we have. Or return, it accepts like a color 2. And then it accepts some kind of null. I'm an idiot. It's one of them. It's just a struct of a pointer and then okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need a little bit of time to warm up, for sure. Yeah, I don't think I need color code here at all. Maybe I can do this? No? Okay. Right, so why do I need all of that? I need all of that so I can substitute arguments unsorted with something else. For example, with the default return of this procedure. So this procedure has actually two returns, if I recall correctly. It's like one of them is int, another one is boolean, and I want to put defaults of those into arguments unsorted of the procedure call. Right? Yeah, code. I need to create two code arguments for each return, add them to the array, and then assign the array here. That's the plan. Let's do it. Yeah, returns. So for outer proc returns, we kind of have a args like or return call args is a dynamic array of code argument, those are not pointers. No, those are not pointers. So the first of which append I think pointer to this. We need to get call our arguments sorted 0th, like that. Stream seems to be doing fine. Then for each return from the outer proc, we need to create default and add that to the array. So we would do like argument is new of code argument. We're creating new code argument for each of them. Code argument has a name and an expression. Name is gonna be null, and arg.expression will be code node. Can I just assign those for each return? Hey, Mr. Elfman, uninitialized variables by default get some kind of default value. So if I do a int, just like that, a will be equal to 0. If a is a string, right, then it will be initialized as an empty string. So it kind of zeroes the memory. Yeah. You can also do that. This means uninitialized memory. So this is like in C, right? So this is like you will just get a garbage memory if you really want that. But by default, they will be initialized. Somebody wrote something to me. What's that? What the fuck is this? Okay, later. C always gets me in trouble because I forget to zero. Yeah, that's like a common thing. But yeah, we get the new code argument, and I think we maybe don't even need to do that, because I think we can fill the expression, because outer prog returns, because code procedure header, right? It has arguments, returns as a call. This is a call declaration. And in call declaration, we have B. Right? We kind of have this kind of code node, and I want to show this code node here. Right, so let's just print. Let's print it first. We'll print vars like it. That, so it is a declaration. Right, so we get code declaration and expression. That expression. And we dereferenced it. Oh, what did I do? The call argument types are code. Procedure did not match. Append. Array. Is it not like array? It's array added. No? call side arguments are. Why is it unsorted? Yes. Okay, I crashed the. Now that I'm thinking, I have my allocator. Maybe I should zero the memory myself when in debug. I would say that's a good idea. I would definitely do that. Now you can always leave it uninitialized in release or something, but maybe you could even like get it zeroed out like in release as well, because I mean like the cost is probably like nothing and you just save yourself so much headache. I don't know. Append struct info get a64 from void pointer body of run build, so message loop print to builder. Where did it like? I think it crashes here. No? Yeah, it crashes when I print to var. So let's print it. We have declaration 1. It doesn't have an expression. It has type instantiation, but not an expression. Right? And why does it have only one of them? Do I have only one return? It only returns Boolean. Alright. So it only returns a Boolean. Boolean has a type instantiation, which is a type info. Which is like, it has type info. And also has, yeah. Can I maybe, what will happen if I provide a default? So for example, I do like that. What's gonna change? Oh shit. Yeah. Expression will still be null, but type instantiation will be the thing. So in this case, maybe I don't exactly get whether it's a named or not named declaration, right? Oh no, it has a name here, right? So OK is here. It has a name on the entry. Here. Right, so, and if I remove it, yeah, then it doesn't have a name. Okay, I can easily get whether it's named or not. I can easily get whether it's named or not on the code scope entry. Yep, it has a name here, easy clap. But how do I easily get a default one? I can get it on type instantiation. I can get an info. That's an easy one. What is a type valued expression? Okay, let me type inst resolve valued expression. Okay, we have result. We have type int for a type valued expression. Let's see what type valued expression is. Type valued expression. It is an identifier. It is an identifier. That has name. And also has resolve declaration. So I guess what I'm leading to is if there is no way to just insert the default value of that type, then I guess switch case on it, right, manually, and do that. And it has a pointer too. No, I don't want like to. Must implement type value result. So yeah, I guess I get the type info. Type info of the return will be it.type instantiation result, right? But I really want a code node though. I don't want type info. I guess I will just insert a literal then. I will like do make string literal or something, right? And put that as a code argument, and I'll just be done with it. What's the type valid expression? How is it used? Print to builder. If must implement. Oh, can I do initializer off? Okay, I know what it is. So at type valid expression in this case, let me. It is an identifier. It should be Boolean. Yeah, here, code identifier, it should have a name. So let me type valid expression equals this, cast to code ident, and let's print it. Let's print, yeah, it has bool. So you see it has a name of Boolean. Type valid expression. Right, it has a name. And so Jai has this thing called initializer of. Initializer of, yeah. And I wonder if I can put any type here. I can probably get any type of. Let me try it out actually. So I'll just go here to main and I say, for example, A equals initializer. Oh, initializer of. It returns a procedure. So bool, and then I call it. What's gonna happen? Cannot call procedure that is known to be null. Okay. I can't do that. So if I don't have an initializer, I thought that maybe it will just return me a default initializer that will just return me a false or something, you know. But no, this in general, like initializer off only returns you a procedure if you're, like, it's like for struct that have non-default, like default values. Like if you set a default values in a struct, you will get initializer off. I thought maybe it works on primitive types, but I guess not. Maybe you have some kind of a default. Let me go through preload. Maybe it has something interesting here. Loggers, like type info. Type info, textual, type info, procedure, pointer, string. Type info integer has like whether it's signed or not. Hey Alex, hello. Okay, it has like a tag and that's it. Right. So I guess maybe there's no easy way to get like default value. Maybe. Nah. I was just thinking that maybe I'll just, you know, pass type info to malloc and dereference it. But it's like so stupid. I would be leaking memory for no reason. Hey Sebastian, what's up? What's up? Okay, so for now, let's deal with named. So let's implement this first, this situation first. Like having them named here is just easier because I can just insert the name, and then we'll see. We'll deal with the other stuff. So I don't need type instantiation, and I don't need type info. I need oh shit, let me remove that. Declaration entry name, that's what I need. Declaration entry name. Right, so it.entry.name. It should be where? Attempt to pass nonce. Yeah. It should just be this. It entry name. Here, ok. Yeah, that's what I need. So I need to create like an identifier and just like fucking pass it. Right, as code argument. I have like a code argument. No, not this. Code identifier. Right, and code argument, it has an expression and a name. An expression is a code node. So I'm creating identifier. Where is it? Print. Print vars. I'm just like looking at my OBS. I'm trying to restream to YouTube as an experiment, and it's actually going well. Like, my computer is able to stream at 6K to both stream and YouTube, Twitch and YouTube. I'm not using any like restreaming services like Restream.io. I just downloaded some OBS plugin that lets you do that. Yeah, it's like, you know, double the load on your internet connection, but it's able to handle it. So it's just pretty cool that it works. Right. I need to create an identifier. Identifier is like new code ident. Code ident has a name. Oh, and it has, you need like a resolve. Do I need to resolve declaration? Or not? Can I just take it? Like, just take it. Again, okay. It is already a declaration. It is a declaration. So I can get a code identifier. To the code identifier, I can set the name. So like ident that name equals it.name, and maybe ident resolved declaration will be just it, and then array add or return call args arc, like that. And then let me here print parse like or return call args. Null. Epic. Why is it null? Because I didn't set an expression. I need to do arg expression equals identifier. Here, yeah. And then I would do this essentially. So like call arguments, I think unsorted equals to my arguments or return call args, right? Let me remove a certain amount of printing. I'm printing a lot here. Like that. I'm modifying the arguments. Let me unprint that. Let me unprint that. Actually, I still want to print call, but I want to print call after all of that, like here. And then I want to modify the procedure, like in this example I have here. So statements. Actually, do we need that? Do we need to compile or modify the procedure if I so I altered one of the statement like on the body block, right? Because I'm iterating over the block statements here, and one of those statement, you see like it procedure call, like this call, right? I'm modifying it in place where it's like call arguments like that. So maybe all I need to do here is to compiler modify procedure Because this still works, right? Result is true, yeah. Compiler modify procedure, and I call it message workspace and body, right? We have a body which is a procedure body. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Something happened. Like it didn't blow up, right? Do you have some kind of a way to make sure it worked or not? Like these are inserted texts. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of here. Print wires. Yeah, not really. Color 2, color 2. So let's try to or return. So let's print vars here. N is equal 1 to 3, that's true. Okay, bool. What if our color 2 returns something like false? Like, okay, it works, but so it would return like a, let's do it like that. Awk will be bool, and it must return okay. So for example, I would set like, oh, I know how to test it out, because here I was hard coding that, right? Yes, I was hard coding that here. What I need to do is I'm like passing defaults here, and I want to print those defaults to see if I got them inserted at all. Yeah, that's it. So let me actually like do that. I guess I print expression like defaults builder string builder and print expression, right? Or I guess we'll do this for defaults, because it is an array, print expression, clear get nodes it, print expression defaults builder it, and then print defaults like that, builder to string, defaults builder. For no, that yeah, this is wrong. What's gonna happen? Mismatch levels of indirection, type wanted pointer to code, type given code. How's that? Compiler get nodes of code. Wait, isn't that? Wait, that shouldn't be. How did... Wait, it. It is a code, isn't it? Oh, node. Pfft. Right. Defaults, no defaults. Non-passed. Yikes. So it didn't work. Hey Pika, what's up? Let me start printing. Maybe I can print. What happens? What's happening? Maybe I can print the body after modifying it, right? Like, because body is what? Body is a procedure body, and it is a code node essentially. So maybe I can do. I had a spare string builder here, didn't I? Yeah, builder. Yeah. So I can print expression here after that. Like builder body, and then print incomplete expression procedure body. It's because it's why is it incomplete though? I thought it should be fine. Okay, so here, procedure bodies. Maybe we need to print it not here. Oh, you know what might be the thing? Maybe. So after I yeah, body flags already modified. Continue. Maybe I can print it here, like after everything like type checked or something. Let me print the builder somewhere. Somewhere like somewhere here maybe. I will print it already. Yeah, okay. Huh. Okay, incomplete procedure body. Interesting. Why is it incomplete though? Let's see the compile me example once again. Or maybe, you know, so what I'm doing here is like I reassign arguments unsorted to the call, right? This I can remove here, and I get call with proper arguments, just like that. Yeah. And it should honestly... Oh. What if, because this call, I'm getting them... Maybe that's not how it works at all. Because here I'm getting like a flattened sort of list of expressions. So maybe I don't get to... maybe I don't actually get to modify that. But on the other hand, like compiler modify procedure didn't like throw or anything. Let's see what it returns. I closed the max accidentally again. Damn. Okay. It returns nothing. Yeah, it doesn't really return anything. One other way to see if it did anything would be maybe like maybe remove that and see what if it like complains about anything. Oh wait, yeah, because like this won't work either. It doesn't really complain, so it seems like it didn't modify the procedure at all. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe it didn't complain because I technically like satisfied everything here. Let me so for defaults, yeah, I don't get anything past here. Let me open the compile me. There was like an example. So it gets like it creates a statement. It populates the array and then it like puts new statements on the body, on the block, right? And then it modifies procedure, and this should literally be it. What else? Custom link command. Yeah. Hey, tool. Actirize, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so let's see if I may be trying to modify the wrong thing, like block statements. Maybe I'm getting a copy here or something. Right? Maybe I need to call modify procedure like somewhere here, like after the thing. body block statements here. So I have body, right? Here's body block. So that's the body I'm modifying. Okay, let's put it here. Nothing really happens here. And maybe I would like do this as well. Incomplete expression.kind on the procedure body. Okay. Code procedure body. And where's this like expression.kind? Okay, program print incomplete expression.kind. Expression kind. Expression serial, get file name expression. Maybe it's something like what are we switching on? Case expression kind. It should be like here. Oh, I'm trying to print the body, but I need to print body block. Yes. Yeah, you see, it didn't really work. Doesn't look like it worked. Or maybe what I might try is I might try to break here, like if it's already modified, right? Because after it's modified, it should be like resubmitted to the queue. So maybe I'm gonna be able to do it there. Like this. Oh, damn, that's a lot of. Damn. Oh, I'm getting into an infinite loop. Kill process, yeah. I wonder why it's an infinite loop. Oh, because I'm infinitely modifying the procedure. So this proves that modify procedure actually calls something. Like it actually does modify the procedure. But I guess me replacing the statement doesn't really do anything. Right? Yeah, so we don't insert here stuff. We don't insert the stuff here. Which makes me think that destructively modifying stuff here doesn't actually do anything. What's the name of my stream? Hey, Amory. So I'm using EF themes. So I'm using the theme called EF Bio. It's from EF themes package for Emacs. And I'm setting like the default background that's like slightly lighter than the default one. So I guess that's the answer. That's the theme. I'm not sure if it exists for anything but Emacs. Yeah. hopefully it will help you. Yeah. All right, so what do we do here? So my current suspicion, my current hypothesis is that since I'm kind of flattening out the list of sub-expression here, this is like a bit of a hack that I did to get to the procedure calls. And since I don't really recurse into the statement itself, like this stuff gets a fresh copy, you know? You know what I mean? Although maybe I need to call like, let me do, you know what I did in or else? I was also modifying the code and then I did like compiler get nodes. Wait, no, not like this. Modified compiler get code. No, so this actually kind of worked. So that should be fine. So so this was already a code node of a statement, right? So I already had like it, like outer it, which is like which is like a node, like statements are like list of code nodes. Then I get the code for the statement, which it gave me a fresh copy. So maybe modifying those in place didn't really do anything. So maybe I should get like all the way back to this kind of it, and then modify stuff there. So maybe instead of cheating and getting expressions flattened like that, I need to actually like recurse, like just recurse down. So fuck me, this is like 5th time today when I accidentally close Emacs. I need to have like have it asking me or something. So statements on a block is an array of code node, right? And in order to recurse, I would have to so why I didn't want to do this in the first place, right? Why I didn't want to do this is because I would have to switch on this motherfucker, on this huge ass like list, and then recurse down, right? I can special case it for my particular example just to see if the theory is working at all. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do right now. Like, let me go here. So 4 block statements, right? So how would I... So let's do not like it, but expr, like that, so I don't override it, right? Like sort of like that. Oh, compile jai build jai. Yeah, right. So declarations are, yeah, here's declaration, location. I don't need a location, like fuck location. Here, so I have a declaration, it name equals okay. What? Where's that? Where do I print name? Yeah, here. I don't need to print this. So we have a declaration. We have a procedure call. Print vars. Let me remove a bunch of print vars that I don't want to. Let me remove this and now recompile. And we have procedure header. We have a declaration here, and yeah, that's basically it. So, and the declaration we have here is this declaration in foo1, like this, right? This is basically it. So the top level statement is a declaration, and I need to recurse down. That's what I want. I just like, without any regard for the error messages, I'm just gonna recurse down and try to substitute this procedure call, right? So I remember that on the declaration, code declaration, we have the right side, like the B. Yeah. So expression. Here, it is a declaration. I know that for sure. We have decl expression will be equal to it that let's actually do even that, like statement, because we have out of inner loops and it, like, you know, it is all over the place. Statement. Okay, we can have it here, like it. Where was it? Like, is this it? Yeah, okay. Statement. Export that kind. Okay, it's like it that kind. Alright, we're back. So yeah, I'm just gonna give statement a nice name. Statement that expression. And we're gonna print where's that motherfucker. Ooh, expression is not a member of code node. How is this a code node? It's a code declaration. Oh, it's one more time. Statement is a declaration. So to cast code declaration of a statement, it's itself, right? Yes, of a statement itself. And then we get like expression. This should work, yeah. Declaration, expression, it's a procedure call, right? So, and this procedure call is exactly what we need, right? So, how do we get call again? Call, procedure call, yeah. We need to get call here again, but this time we get the call on the statement itself. So let me try to do it like this. Modify. So I get this kind of, I get this decal expr. This expression, right, is a procedure call. I modified this particular call. What if I just do decal expr like this? Did it change anything? Doesn't look like it did. Yeah, it didn't change anything, right? So maybe I need to rewrite the whole statement, right? Like statement. So you do decal expr equals this. Let me print it. We have a builder, right? Print to builder. Decal expr. And now let's print this var. Print this builder. What the fuck is this? This is fucking wild. Or return color 2, or return color 2. It feels like it kind of injected something twice. But then regardless, it didn't like apply or anything. Let's print modified call instead. Okay, here you see modified call kind of works well. Oh, it's because we have also like this statement. So yeah, this is it. So we have correctly modified call here. You see? Like, I just need this call to get fucking injected into here, into here. Right? Statement.star. Decal expr is a procedure call. This is also a procedure call. Decal expert is a node. Is it called declare? Wait, I'm confused. So, no, this is like an expression. Expression is a procedure call, so I need to cast it to code procedure call like that. Then I dereference it and then I assign it like that. Something worked. Look at that. Something changed. Okay, what do we have here? Undeclared identifier, okay. Here we have our modified procedure. Just like that. Why would it be undefined? It's like here, it's literally here. Did I like modify something wrong? Or what? So maybe I guess I can okay, this is like leaves the procedure unmodified, and if I get this and modify the procedure here, now it gets modified, and after that I probably want to print the whole block, right? Now the block seems to be correct, n1 equals this, return true, but it complains that the OK is an undefined, undeclared identifier. Why is it undeclared? I have it here. Does it not work like that? It does not work like that. Oh. Again, I forgot how named declarations work in Jai. Let me quickly remind myself, but I successfully modified the procedure. That's fucking insane. I was losing my mind. I thought it's that it's like low-key impossible or something. Where do I go? I go calling procedures like this, named multiple return values. Yes. Can name return values. Like, why would I name here? There was something else in how-tos. Calling procedures, temporary storage, print functions, looping, scopes, default types for literals. Maybe here. Nope. How tape checking works, operator overload, static if, polymorphic procedures, bakes, type restrictions, modify, how parameters passed, logging workspaces. No. No. But I definitely remember stuff was here. Let me check it one more time. Maybe I'm just... Oh, named arguments. Okay, maybe here? No? No. No. Multiple returns. Can have any number of return values. Yes. Hey, just chill. What repo is that? It's a GI distribution. It's just like how-tos. It's like examples and kind of documentation of how to use the language that ships with the compiler. Yeah. yeah, kind of like that. And this is like compile. I can compile this file and execute it. So, you know, it's also, these examples are also like valid code. Like, am I an idiot? I definitely remember there was like a example of how you can just return. Oh, here. Ah, I need to fucking assign those first. I remembered. Oh, you can't check that repo out. It ships with the compiler, so it's not public. And if you mean the thing that I in particular am working on, I haven't posted it anywhere because it doesn't work yet. Yeah. But you know what you can actually check? There is a public. Does it look like Haskell? I don't think so. There is a GI like community library that you can actually check. Which is like, it's not exactly up to date. It's like a year old. So this, you can check this. This is a public repo. It has a lot of information about how GI works. It's like a year outdated, but I would say most of this should still be up to date. There was also a whole fucking book about this language already. Yeah. Yeah, there's literally a book that someone wrote, like some beta user already. So that's public resources. So yeah, I guess I can't just put OK there without, you know, assigning it first. Emacs theme with Xmas. Wait, what Xmas? Wait, what do you mean? You mean because it's green or what? Ah, I see, okay. Okay, I see. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, all right. All right, so we need to like assign it here, like OK equals like to false, for example, and then recompile, and the recompilation would work, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really see it like that, but it's okay. So this worked, this totally worked, and I know for sure I injected it here, because you see we have like defaults populated finally. Like, this is insane. We officially modified the macro call. Wait, let me remove that. Let me remove this. Yes, you see? Here, it worked. It literally worked. How cool is that? So I don't provide anything here, but in our meta program, we actually inject a second parameter here based on this. That's pretty wild, if you ask me. Unfortunately, we probably don't really like, probably isn't much sense in doing that, in doing like named for now, because okay, undeclared identity, also error message also kind of sucks, right? Because you see like undeclared identifier, okay, but you don't have like there's no location, like you literally don't know where the error just happened. That's like a huge downside. And also, we wouldn't need to do that if we were able to get to this named parameter from the macro itself. You know what I mean? Maybe we can somehow like inject a code location or something. I wouldn't say I'm a Mario fan, but I like the playlist. Yeah, okay, so what do we do here? The recommended, I mean, it's not public yet, it's in closed beta, so even if you want to try it out, you need to like sign up for the beta first. Just always return to, yeah, hey Python. I mean, we can do that, we can do it like that, right? And then it will work. Oh, it didn't work. What? Why didn't it work? It totally should have worked. That's wild why it didn't work. Can I just do this? Like without calling it? Like this worked, just return worked, right? And if I do, it also worked. But for some reason, doing it like that doesn't work. Like this is weird. Twitch. I know Twitch works just fine for me. I mean, sometimes Twitch is like broken, right? But if I like just open some random stream, I can follow just fine. Yeah, I can follow just fine. Okay, so they moved. Yeah. I also noticed that they probably reverted the change. They decided that it's not worth it, which is like fine by me. Right. So what do we do about it? Right. It doesn't like when we pass the identifier. It for some reason it thinks that it's undefined. Like, how's that? What's up with that? What gives? Like, oh, wait. This is not normal. I'm doing something wrong here. Return. First, second. Oh. It's not the same. So semantics of named return values are not exactly the same. Right? I mean, you can name return values in the language. Like, you don't have to. You just can't do that. Oh. So they work exactly like return values here, like arguments here. I mean, here example, right? Because you can have default return values in the procedure, so you don't have to always define them, right? For example, if due to some logic you only set the one of them, you don't have to set the other one. That's all there is to it. It's just like, right? Just to save some typing, I guess. Just the quality of life feature. Yeah, it is memory safe, why not? I mean, those are just like allocated somewhere in the register. These are allocated on the stack. Or rather, like, the space for these return values is provided by the caller. You know, so it's usually the stack of the caller. All right, so it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same as, it's not like when you do this, it doesn't mean that they will be defined, right? I just chill, don't worry about it. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. So what now? What do we do now? Like, I kind of proven the theory that it's possible that we like successfully modified the procedure from the meta program. We were able to inject the identifier here. right? I could try to create like polymorphs based on the amount of return values from the metaprogram, but I don't think it's necessary, because it's like it's like elbow grease, but it's probably something that needs to be like improved in the language or something. So I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm a little bit worried about like this, the fact that you need to like separately define that. It would be cool if those just like got defined, is what I'm saying. Maybe I can like email John and it's like reasonable enough, so he does it. Right. Yeah. What else can we do here? Like, what else interesting can we explore about this particular macro? I could probably actually, you know what I could do? Like, just occurred to me. What if I don't like modify this macro, but I insert like this somewhere? Let me check something. Ok, like false, right? So first I get like the macro type checked, right? Then I modify the call and I get the macro type checked again. What if instead of modifying it like this, I insert return values of this somewhere to the like maybe like somewhere to the global scope, and then I modify but not actually modify this procedure call, and I send here like the name of the procedure header, right? Or like an actual like if I send here like an actual procedure header instead. What if that's what I do? What if I just straight up insert a procedure header here and then in the macro I infer return values? What if I do that instead? I can do that. So I can do that. I think I can do that. Like, for example, so what I'm saying is that instead of providing list of defaults here, I would do outer header is like a code procedure header, and it will be like this. But it is like a it is a pointer. Like, it is a pointer. Okay, let's give it a shot. So let's give it a shot first. If we recompile, it's undeclared identifier because it should be like a compiler dot. Not enough arguments, yeah. So not enough arguments. Wanted 2, got 1. And here in build, what I'm gonna do here is I'm not going to put a I'm not gonna put this to the call args. Instead, on this argument, on this node argument, I will have to, I think, create it as a, I need to create it as a pointer. Like, what should it be, as a number literal? Or what? Like that? Should be like a number literal. Let me think. Like there was a maybe it's a declaration. Code declaration, no. Yeah, maybe it is a code declaration. And type instantiation has a pointer too. Yes. To like, it's a kind of to itself. So maybe I can do this. I'm gonna try it like for maybe like 20 more minutes, and if it's like doesn't work, I'm just probably take an L, and then write an email to John with my findings. Basically, I will ask him for ways to get procedure header of an outer like call of an outer procedure from inside the macro, so I can get its return arguments. No, I apologize for yawning. And then I also want a way to somehow resolve like polymorphs based on the amount of returns, which like is theoretically doable if you type them out manually, but not so much as in like a condensed way. Yeah. Okay, let's. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me open the window. Not enough oxygen. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we're gonna create, it's like a declaration. So code block, like from the start, we have a block, a code block. We iterate over statements. And this block has a no, we have a body. It's code procedure body. Yeah, it has this. Paint isn't hello, you can type exclamation mark project. Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's like basically it. Like, feel free to ask like more questions. So I have code block, code procedure header. And code procedure header doesn't have a declaration. It has what's that? Body or null. Okay, it's not really relevant to us. But yeah, anyway, we have a code block of the procedure. This code block has statements. We get a statement. We get what the fuck is this? We get the statement. Inside of the statement, we get expressions. We get our call, and we need to set this one. We need to set this one to some kind of an identifier which has a resolved declaration, and the declaration is a procedure header. But procedure header on itself is not a declaration. So imagine we have something that is like A of type code procedure, like procedure header is equals like the actual node. And we need this. So we have this expression. Yeah, we have this expression. I guess I can manufacture a declaration here. So I can create this declaration manually. It's gonna be set as is constant. Right? I guess that's it. It also needs code. It's kind of... What can I do? Oh! Can I maybe pass this into it? I just realized. So identifier name. So not like this. I don't need that. So identifier, new identifier. Identifier it. So identifier name. Identifier name. 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 So identifier n is like not it name, but what if I do it like this, you know? And without any resolve declaration, what's gonna happen? Declaration of ident, what? Oh. Let me leave the scope. Got one. Okay, didn't particularly work. Why didn't it work? Okay. The procedure body did not the procedure body didn't compile, that's why. Instead of this, I'm gonna accept, I don't know, like code, and like by default it will be something like null, I don't know, man. Just let's see what happens. Undeclared identifier this. What? Why would it be undeclared though? That's weird. Let me compile or else directly, or return. It works like that. I know why. Because I know exactly why. Because this, like the directive this is not an identifier. Because when I'm doing it like that, it tries to insert a variable named this, which is like, I need a code directive. Code directive exists insert. Do we have code directive this? No, we don't. I guess program print is our friend. If directive this. Oh, so literally just code node expression. Oh, nice. So I literally create code node with type directive, with kind directive this, and I guess that should be enough. Okay. Let's try it out. So doing this, it's like not gonna be an identifier, I guess. It's gonna be code node. And we set the kind. Instead of name, we set kind equals directive this. It doesn't have an expression. Oh, we can set location in the file. That's how we get a good error message. Yeah, I was complaining that error messages were bad, but I can literally set location. Okay, this will save us. I also blew it up. Builds 125. So it blew up when we tried to print an expression. Okay, let's not print the expression. $149. Let's not print this. I crashed the compiler. yeah, metaprogramming happens at compile time. So I'm manipulating abstract syntax tree of the code itself. Look at this. I managed to crash the compiler. This is reportable. Let me archive this file. So build crash.jai, and also or return crash.jai, so I can then send it as a send it in an email. That's epic. I haven't been able to crash the compiler in a while. Like a year and a half ago or so, when I got into beta first, it was way easier to crash the compiler than it is now. It got like way more stable. But I guess this happens. Oh. Okay, now it works. Now it works. Yes, I can actually manipulate the syntax tree at compile time. So, oh shit. Hey Farms, thanks for the raid. I have no fucking idea why you would raid me when I'm doing like this nerd shit, but I guess welcome. Heavy Index, hello. Epic Fav crew. But yeah, so for all the people who came on board, hi, I'm like streaming random shit, recently mostly programming. You can type project to see what I'm doing. I'm implemented audience or return feature as a user space macro. And as I was just saying that, yeah, in Jai, you can manipulate abstract syntax tree of the code at compile time. It's kind of like in Lisp. If you know Lisp, you know, you can like manipulate the code. You can quote unquote the code, and in Jai it's similar, but it's like type safe and has all sorts of compile guarantees. And that's what I'm doing. Right. So for example, if you notice here, when I'm calling the code or return macro here, I just pass it this procedure call, and I don't have the second return parameter here, right? I don't have anything here. But at compile time, this code turns into this, you know, it passes like this as a second parameter. And like it like actually happens. it's probably not a call. I think this is probably a type. Like type. Right, not enough arguments. Wanted to go to got 1, and it's like null by default. Right, mismatched wanted type, given void pointer. Like void, I guess. We can do that. Type mismatch, type wanted, type given, like that. So I actually give that a type, give it a type. So how do I, maybe I receive it as code. Hocus pocus, hello. Yeah, maybe I receive it as code, and let's see if I can cast it to a procedure header. So outer compiler get nodes, and let's print vars outer. Let's just see what it does. Let me dereference it as well. Type definition. Huh. Directive this. Oh. Okay, so that's why I didn't want it. You know what it has to be? It has to be a type like this. Wait, let me identifier type wanted type, but type given. How do I coerce it to? How do I say that it's like a constant? Do I just like, do I do something like stupid? Procs can only take arguments whose types are unknown before the polymorph occurs. Occurs. You can, for example, have a bakeable literal. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I can do it like this. I will move it here. Type wanted, type given. Yeah, so what I need to do is I need to make it type check on the first pass, so that then I can modify it on the second pass. That's why I kind of shove it as void. So how do I avoid that? So this is not just type. What if I... Oh. Oh shit. This will yell at me. This will also yell at me. Type 1 a type given this. How can I YOLO it? I think. So I can accept it as code. I can definitely accept it as code. But... And it can be like null by default. But like... But then I get it just as a directive this, right? Like, and then I just won't be able to get from the directive to an actual procedure call. Which kind of sucks. So maybe what I can do is... type 1 to type given. Like, what if I like modify it somehow? Like maybe I can do this. Like something like that. Like what was the syntax? Like that? Type 1 a type given this. Yeah, because this is like... How do I... I guess I can... This will not be constant. Okay, so this will not be constant, but this will be constant. How about that? Type wanted this. Type given this. And in declaration of outer header. I'm thoroughly confused, I would say. Like I can do this and like I can no, only permitted in the default value. Caller code is only permitted as the default value of a procedure argument. What do you not like? What? I mean, I don't really need a color code, to be honest. Like, let's be honest. This procedure is missing a body. No, I actually need a type. Or like okay, I think I know what I know what the fuck is so type given this let's make it polymorphic. Like void is a type and no. Will this work? Got one. Yeah, so it's either one or it's either this or that. Like attempt to use a variable from an outer damn. Okay, so I don't need this. I need like type of. So what I'm saying is that I need to pass this motherfucker. Kind of. Like, let me compile it in isolation. Yeah, so it compiles like that, right? So it won't compile if I pass just like this. Yep, but it will compile if I pass type of this, but I mean, of course, assuming that I get that correctly. Oh, but then outer is an unidentifier, right? Whoa. How is this an identifier? It can't be an identifier. It should be like a fucking type. Oh yeah, it is type. So outer is a type. Outer header. Let's just print it. Print recompile. Yes, it is a procedure. Exactly. Exactly what we need, and it's we need to get type info. Type. We can cast type info procedure. I think that's what you do. Procedure. Yeah, you get a pointer. And then you just like do this. Yeah, you do. So yeah. That's it. That's it. So we get a procedure and we get its like return value. Easy clap. Easy clap. But do we actually get the name? I wonder if we can get like a name here, like okay, if we can do this. I wonder. And also if we can do this. Will that work? Huh. Maybe we can do that as well. Like this will be a code identifier. So let me quickly check something. Because code identifier will have a resolve declaration. And that declaration will have will have an expression. No, it's like, it's probably possible, but it's harder than just take a type info of this, because like I get a type info here, I will get a return parameters, like I will know that okay, that one is bool, so type info right, type info procedure. We have return types which will have type info, but I'm not gonna get their I'm not gonna get their names. In order to get their names, I need to get an identifier. So yeah, this isn't gonna cut it, if you ask me. Okay, let's scrap that. We can use that as a backup plan though. So instead, let's pass foo1 and let's accept it not as a type info. Let's accept it also as code. We can't cast it like that. We will be printing them. So not like this. We will do outer header. And this is an identifier, yes. So ident equals to cast code ident outer, and we format struct it. So, and we get like name, resolve declaration. It should be resolved. Yeah, it must be resolved because it was type checked. Because at this point, the procedure header should be type checked, yeah. So we take a resolve declaration of that identifier. And it should get a type instantiate. It doesn't have type instantiation. That's fucked. That's fucked. Okay, what's an expression? Oh, expression is a procedure header. All right, yeah. So this is what we need. This is what we need essentially. So basically this is what we need. And in order to get it, all we need to do is to pass like an identifier here. That's all we need to do. And I guess this identifier needs an expression. And I can do that from a metaprogram. Let's do that from a metaprogram. So this will fail to compile because it expects an argument. Right? And here it's not a directive this. It is an identifier. An identifier will have this body header name. Body header name, right? And it won't have resolved it will have a resolved declaration, right? So it will have to have a resolved declaration and an expression. Yep. Oof. Procedure headers. Body statements. How do I get from the header to the declaration? I guess I just create it. I guess I just create new code declaration. Like, yeah, I guess I do. Well, just create a declaration and I set the expression. I set an expression. So let me do this. I set an identifier with a name. I create a new code declaration. On this declaration, I set an expression to body block header. I said, what's up? It's going pretty well with metaprogramming. My brain is melted like a long ago. At this point, I'm just like torturing myself, but it's, you know, expanding my brain. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. All for that sweet screenshot that you can post on Twitter and get many likes. Yeah. All for internet brownie points. I'm just joking. For the cloud, true. Right, so yeah, expression is header. And then decal here. Recompile or return. This will be an optional, right? It's crashed because of what? What's there? Strings W2 15. What? I think it's because I did this. So like if outer header is null, Then how do I just abort the mission? Actually, I don't need to do this. I just want to just do that. Just like, I don't know. No? Oh, it's because I'm like fucking casting this shit like an idiot, right? So outer, if outer kind not equals to identifier, how do I just like, I don't know, like or I guess code, let's just call it dummy. It's gonna be an identifier. Like, color, what? Code dummy, color code equals, oh shit. Because this all becomes the code. Is it? So no. Wait, why is it complaining about color code being undeclared identifier? This is so weird. It's literally should be defined. Like, I don't really need it. I don't even need the color code. Yes, I don't actually need color code. I'm just going to be Hey Nuno, hello. Yeah, this is like a massive skill issue. Well, I actually managed to crash the compiler. So I did something useful today. Hello, yeah. I managed to crash the compiler, so that's something useful. Yeah. If root kind is not procedure call, let's just return something like I think this is where it crashes, yeah. If not identifier resolved declaration, then I guess return, yeah, return like that. Return literally nothing. We can, there's also a weird bug that, yeah, somehow having code, where is it? Like, having color code after a code parameter makes it like shadowed. I don't know, like compiler doesn't see it anymore. Huh. Where does it break? What's that? Type of... Aha, yeah, I see. That's weird. But I guess I don't really need color code anyway. Yeah, let me... color code gets shadowed. Let me remove these compiler reports, or like I can... I'll just comment this out. It's okay. Not enough arguments. Where that happened? Make location. Where do I make location? Oh. Does compiler report takes location? Oh, okay, you don't need it. It literally doesn't need it. All right, then I don't care. All right, okay. We compile now. We compile in isolation. Kronkval, hello. Welcome to the stream, I guess. So what I'm doing, right? I'm assuming you're asking what I'm doing. You can type. You can do this. Yeah, I'm implementing audience or return macro. Yeah. And yeah, so Odin has this feature in the language, and we return it as a meta program, kind of meta like macro expansion, right, in Jai. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Header is not a member of code block. Okay, so this. One second. Body block header, what? Ah, it's body header. It's not body block header, it's just body header. Okay, you see it works. So it works, and here you see I'm kind of sending it. Nice. And now inside of the macro, I should be able to get this identifier. Why am I not printing this though? Let me print the ident here. Oh shit, we're crashing it. Huh? That's wild. Let me print it here, like outer. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I'm printing too much shit. Let me go back to build and comment out this comment. Okay, I'm leaving this. I'm gonna leave this out, leave this out, leave this out, leave this out. Okay, recompile. Nice. So outer is an identifier. Nice. Okay, it is an identifier. Oh, we have expression, procedure header. Is this a W? Why were we crashing? We have a procedure header here. This is actually a fucking epic. Now from this procedure header, we can do all this crap. In particular, yeah, sorry, I'm like blanking. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Identifier, print vars. Okay, like this. Procedure header of identifier, result declaration expression. Like that. Outer header, that's what we call them. Returns, print vars, outer header, identifier is used here but shadowed later in the same block. Oh, what? Oh, it's gonna be outer header outer proc identifier. That's what we're gonna call it. Like that. Yes, okay. So we get a procedure header, we get returns. It's only one return, one boolean. Return values. Where is it? Outer returns. Let's print them out for outer returns. Here we have type instantiation, but we don't have an oh, we have a name. Yeah, here we have a name. Okay, epic. So we have a name. That's all we need really. And then we can insert this here. That's basically it. right? And what do we have? Print to builder result code, builder to string, and let me print the result code so I remember how it's structured. Result code is return ID 1, 2 is color 2. This is a color. If not red, we return not red 2. We need to return OK here. We need to return, and it's not like that. It's return values. Count. We need to return outer returns, right? And outer returns, like not these outer returns, but like converted into string. Let me close the wrong yeah. So what we want to do here is that there are like outer returns like formatted, and outer returns formatted will also be composed somehow like that. So let me just copy paste this height like that, like put it here, builder, like outer builder, this is how we're gonna call it, outer builder, not really an expression, and we will like be outer returns method equals builder to string and outer builder, right? And here we are doing like that. Let's recompile. Return values is used before declaration. What? No, it's not. Why are you lying to me? Outer returns. For outer returns. Okay, he wasn't lying to me. If it index less than outer return, outer returns that count. Okay. What do we insert here? 9 to 5 office worker. Hello. That's an epic name. Welcome. Red 1 equals. Wait. Did I not format it correctly? Outer returns formatted. So for outer returns, print to builder red. Oh, I need print to builder like I need to print this. It's like not here. So I print outer builder it, that entry, that name for now. It, that entry, that name. If it index less than outer returns that count -1, like this. And that's basically it, right? Yes, that's it. Else return. Oof. Oof. Print to builder, it entry name, band, outer builder, and then like this. Okay, what do we have here? Return ok. Nice. Return ok. Otherwise return this. Undeclared identifier OK. Cool. Oh, because OK also should be backticked, right? Where is it? So it should be like backtick. It should be like that. And now it compiles. So this is the code that we generated. Result code return 1, 2 from the caller. If not return 2, we backtick return backtick OK. Otherwise we return this. Right? And this works. It works. Okay, so we implemented like a general case of that. This is basically like proof of concept. Well, proven, right? This like literally means that all return macro is fully implementable in Jai. Even in the current way, you see, so I couldn't get from the macro to this procedure header. So I ended up writing an external metaprogram that would insert the macro here at compile time during the compilation. And only then inside of the macro I was able to work with it. And it took me like 2.5 hours to even get the correct idea, because first I was like trying to parse this and then like insert default variables here, and it was just too complicated. And it is like too complicated because I'm not used to this kind of level of advanced metaprogramming, because this shit is really mind-bending. Even though I write like TypeScript professionally at work, there you have like type gymnastics too, but it's not like that. Type gymnastics in TypeScript is like cock and balls torture, and metaprogramming in Jai is more like you know, like a chess game against like some like grandmaster or whatever. Yeah. So what else can we do? What if we do like caller 3? So for now, we demand, like just like Odin, we demand named variables here, named returns. Right, and if I don't like, if I don't define OK here, it will refuse to compile, right? Yeah. While building string returned by this directive, undeclared identifier OK. Yeah. This is actually interesting. You know why? You know what I can do here? So this error kind of shitty. Has John and group finally released a working Jai compiler? A purpose drifter. No, it's not released to the public yet. I'm in a private beta. I'm in a private beta. So what I can do here is I can check if the return here has a like this declaration, if it has, yeah, it's not dropped yet. Code procedure header, right? So returns is a call declaration, and we can check the type instantiation and whether this type instantiation has well, not type instantiation, whether it has an expression. Yes, whether it has an expression, right? Here you see expression is null, and if we define it here, oh, expression is still null. That's weird. That's interesting. I know why it's yeah, it's null because I get it from the header, and yeah, it's yeah, the because this is a declaration. This declaration is different from this declaration. You know what I mean? Those are different declarations. Those are different declarations. I can scan for all the declarations. I can scan for declarations prior to the procedure call. So at compile time, I can parse the procedure header, I can scan the declarations, I can collect them, and if by the time the macro gets called, there is no declaration, I can complain, right? I can do that. And I can complain in order to well, in order to improve on this error. Because this error message kind of weak. Right, error undeclared identifier OK while building a string returned by this insert directive. It's like you can guess, you can probably guess where it's coming from if you compile often enough, but it's like it's improvable, right? Let's try to call color 3 that has more return values. Or maybe let's try to return something else from foo. So like, for example, if it's like OK and this, I don't know, like result, right? What's gonna happen? Not enough return values too. Oh. Where is it? In procedure being called. I think, yeah, it's because here. I can do this. Yeah, return. Yep. So yeah, return result and OK. And result is undefined. So for example, if I define both, now it works, right? We get result as a string, like result 1, result 2. They should be correctly returned. There should be a colon here, right? We get like string. Why is string empty? Excuse me. Yeah, because or return doesn't trigger. So let's actually trigger or return. So if we return false from here. Oh wait. It's N1. You know what? Let's see type checking in this case. So I want to return result from here. This should yell because result is a string, and caller 2 returns integer. Type wanted string, type given int. You see, it's literally type safe. Like it works as expected. Right, so let's change like result here. And let's result gonna be integer, and the initial value for it is gonna be -1. Recompile, print vars. Let's not print vars here. It's like, okay, what the fuck? Print vars. And 0 at the end. And I crashed. Where did I crash? This crash happened during compile time execution of workspace 3, so it may be a bug, blah blah blah. It crashed in a basic print, in the print vars. But it doesn't give me enough. Is this one? No, not this one. So it crashed somewhere inside of the macro, most likely. And it crashed in print vars. So I sent caller to here. Right. I wonder where did it like crashed. This here. Let's print vars. Let's print on the outer, because I think that's what. Compound declaration. Oh shit. What? How is this a compound declaration? How in the world it is a compound declaration? Let's print it. Oh, B outer. B outer. Dummy. You see what happens? That's why color code gets shadowed. Fucking shit. And if I put the semicolon here, it's gonna complain. Yeah. Motherfucker. You little bastard. Yeah, this is reportable. I'm gonna this is like syntactical ambiguity, like, right? How do you treat this comma? Do you treat it as a compound declaration here, or do you treat it as an argument separator? Right, this is like just syntactical ambiguity, which is like something just to be solved. Okay, comma gets treated as a part of the code. So any advice for someone who wants to start using Vim or NeoVim but is against the wall when comparing VS Code commodity? The question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to try Vim or NeoVim? Are you not happy with VS Code? Or are you just like getting hyped by looking at flashy videos of people like using NeoVim with like million plugins and like flying around? Like, why do you want to try it? Like, why? You know, and as soon as you ask yourself this question and you answer it honestly, you will solve your issue. If not ident, resolve declaration return. Ident. It is a compound declare. I just cast it to a fucking identifier. Okay, so if outer kind not equals to ident, just return this. No? I am, but also I like a lot to customize your stuff visually, and terminals are one of the most customizable things. There's something lack of RAM. Yeah, lack of RAM is a very good, actually, motivation to try out something more lightweight. Line 31, I don't even have line 31, 45, Swister. But yeah, I mean, if you're against the wall, just take it slowly, right? Just like don't try to install plugins at the start. Just try to edit text in Vim. Just try to write some code in Vim without any plugins first. Like, try to learn it properly. Right? This is not Vim. This is Emacs. And it's kind of the same, you know, people take it, install a bunch of plugins, then they'll go, oh, what do I do, right? So yeah, just plain vanilla NeoVim. Don't install any plugins. Try to learn how to navigate the code. Don't use it at work, by the way. Do not use it at work. Just do it on a site, because otherwise you will just burn, you know, like money of your employer, whatever. What am I doing? I am doing this. I actually kind of done this already. I'm just trying to just clean it up a little bit. Yeah. Outer. Where does it crash exactly? Outer compound declaration. Hind. Let me remove color code like altogether here. Okay. We have an identifier. Nice. Yeah. Just like do not, because at work, you know, so your brain is occupied by, you know, how to like do the job, right? And if you're like constantly thinking about how do I navigate in Vim to the second line, you're just not gonna be able to concentrate on a job. You will just get frustrated. Because I have a deadline, I need really to fix this bug, like fuck this Vim, I'm just gonna open VS Code, you know, and type. So yeah, don't do it at work. Do it like, do it recreationally. Identifier. Okay, let me print the ident. It doesn't have resolve declaration because it is a dummy. If not ident resolve declaration. And what's up with that? Why doesn't it work? Does it try to dereference it or what? Oh, does it try to dereference it? No. I don't understand then. Why does it crash? Or I guess where does it crash? Cursor. I mean, I don't use anything like that. I like don't barely use AI at work at all. So I mean, I know both Vim Emacs, they have plugins like Cursor. So there's that. I don't understand, why does it crash? Does it crash like here? Yeah, so I assume it crashes here. We'll do because I think I assume this tries to dereference, like follow the reference, and it crashes. That's what I assume it does. So so what if I do this? No, it's still... Okay, let me do that then. If I didn't name, that's probably better. Ah, it still crashes. So it crashes somewhere down the line. I'm not particularly understanding. And which exactly print? This print? I mean, I can set a debugger. I'm just like not in the mood to debug, I guess. For me, it's quite like huge help here as I'm junior. To be honest, if you're a junior developer, I would recommend to not use the cursor at all, if you ask me. First, it doesn't give you the best practices. Like, no. It just repeats the slope that it scraped off of GitHub. So it's not a great teacher, not at all. Like, if you think that cursor gives you a good code, it does not. Like, don't like trust it. It is an illusion. You think it is a good code, it is not. It's just like it just literally repeats the stuff it scraped off of GitHub. And an average code on GitHub is not very good. So using it as an API explorer is fine, but don't think, don't think the code you get from it is good. As a junior developer, I would recommend you to properly learn programming first, before like just heavily relying on those tools. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, but it's just like, it's just like my advice. Unsolicited, I know, but that's what I do. Why does this shit crashes? Oh. Huh. So it crashes here. Mm-hmm. So here's where it crashes. Mm-hmm. So it crashes here. Interesting. I mean, I wonder why would it crash here though? Like it gets the name, right? Like yeah. Which is weird. So like oh, it maybe crashes here when I'm trying to return like a new, like an empty string. Like maybe yeah, that's probably where it crashes. Because something is trying to print it later. Print vars. Where is this print vars? Oh. It's probably like one of those print vars from the outside meta, like I can run a, I feel, who are you asking, Painting, about programming experience? Me or a random? A bit more than 10 years. Like, I mean, professionally, like, for money, a bit over 10 years. And I've been programming, like, a little bit before that, like, in uni and in high school, just, like, a little bit. But yeah, it's not about cheating. Like, the issue is that you're not really learning from Cursor. Like, you think you're learning, but it's like, you know, it's like you meet like a bozo on the street, you know, like someone like drunk, like in his own shit, who is like stopping you and trying to teach you like a life lesson, and then asks you for like $5 so he can go buy like a crack or something. This is like the closest analogy. And like the words he's saying, they sort of make sense, but only like on the surface level. So yeah, I mean, you could ask, okay, you know, if not like looking up solutions on Cursor, then how do I learn? You know, where do I get the information? And to be completely honest, like assuming you do like a regular ass web dev, like, you know, React or whatever, then the answer is probably like, it's just good luck with that. I don't know, because it's all just like a pile of garbage. But yeah, I basically agree with what Nuno's saying. Yeah. Yeah, the only decent way to learn is to build things. And you also need to have like a good taste for the things you're building. Like, you need to be able to assess whether something you built is good or not, right? Because sure, Cursor will like create you a web page, like whatever. You will be able to open it in the browser, but it will have like spinners all over the place, and you like open dev console and it would make like 15,000 requests, and then it will eat like a gigabyte of RAM for no reason. And you need to teach yourself to be able to catch shit like that and be like intolerable to it, right? And yeah, also don't take what I'm saying as some kind of the only truth. No, it's like hard, you know. You just started. It's fine to be lost, like totally fine. Just write a lot of code. Just try to write something that is very hard for you, and it'll be fine. Like whatever. Okay, we're still crashing. So we are crashing in the compile time execution. Yeah, we are crashing in yeah, we are crashing in an outer metaprogram. right? So, and we started crashing when I did this. When I did that. So we were doing just fine when I did that. When I did that. I mean, we were doing just fine when I returned strings, right? So this works. Well, not counting. Like this works, right? Result is 1, 2, 3. Now, I think I know. Do I? Yes, okay. This crashes because I'm trying to assign to already defined variable. Yeah, I figured it out. And this happens because... Hey Chandu, hello. Hey Pimpas. I actually did it, like it works. I conquered the metaprogram. There are some quirks, and I also managed to crash the compiler. Like the compiler itself, you know, I got the C++ stack trace and all that, so I'm gonna report it later. But I finished the macro, it works. I'm just trying to poke around it to kind of collect more like weird edge cases to report. See, I would consider it like a soft W at the end. Print to builder. So let me see the build strings. So here it is. Return this and that. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Because it returns two variables, two of those. Ghost assembler. Yeah, that's fun one. I mean, it's fair enough, right? Like stuff like assembler probably way less used than like a regular code paths. But it's always like I always feel good when I manage to crash things like that. Like maybe that's why I, you know, started speedrunning or whatever. Result. Okay. Equals to. This is gonna crash to. But if I do this. Expected on. No, it's like here. Or how do you do? I forgot how do you do that. Like. Like where do you put it? I remember that you can like undefine this and like define that. So yeah, when I try to do this, it crashes. Right, so it crashes in the message loop. Let's open the build.jai on line 121. Oh. I know why, because it's not a declaration anymore. Right, because I tried to parse it as a declaration. And now it's not a declaration, now it's a type instantiation. And the fields are in a different order, that's why it crashes. So yeah, this is like, okay, that makes total sense to me. Right? Because I only implemented kind of one particular like green path. right? And this is also gonna break because this is like, now it's not a declaration, now it is a compound declaration, right? So yeah. So yeah, I made this, but metaprogram part only implements one particular green case. It implements it in a funny way though, right? So as I said yesterday, I like secretly inject a second parameter here. But yesterday I was thinking about injecting these like default values here. But what I'm doing instead is I'm actually injecting a procedure header here. So I'm injecting foo1 here at compile time in the metaprogram. Like I'm doing this in the metaprogram. And in the macro itself, I catch the second argument, outer procedure identifier, and then I parse it here. I parse its return values and I insert it. So that's how at the end, that was probably the easiest way to do it. And the way it works is, yeah, basically here. I get the declaration and I parse the identifier of the procedure header and I create a new argument, and then I add this argument to the list of the procedure call. Like procedure call has a list of unsorted arguments that it accepts, and I just inject the procedure header name into this argument. Then I call compiler modify procedure, and yeah, it basically re-injects it into the abstract syntax tree. That's TLDR. But yeah, I only implemented it inside of the declaration. Yeah. Right? Yeah, where's the decal? A decal expression. This is like the culprit. Because it's not always a declaration, right? It can be many things. It can be like a bare procedure call, it can be whatever. I did that because if I try to get sub-expressions from here, like if I try to do it like that, then calling compiler modify procedure did nothing, because this returns copies of the tree. It doesn't like act on an actual statement. And I didn't find any like quick way to quickly go up from the thing. So I just ended up, you know, implementing the simplest possible path with the declaration. But it works. I mean, it works. And the whole reason I had to do this all anyway, it's just to get the outer procedure header. Like if there was a way to get there from inside the macro, I wouldn't have to do this. So I will just clean this code up, make it a repro, and just send to John. So maybe he can like implement that thing, or maybe if it meant to work but it doesn't work because, you know, as you remember from yesterday, there's like parent block on the block is always null. Maybe that's just a bug. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to do today. And as I said, it's kind of a soft W. I also streamed this whole time to YouTube as well. I like restreamed this, and I was looking at YouTube viewers from time to time, and there was like one consistent like viewer. It's like on and off, but somebody actually watched that on YouTube. That's also W. My stream on YouTube has 10 views, like total. Yeah, and the plugin to OBS for restreaming it actually works. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's, I guess, gonna be it for me. If you want notifications for future streams, you can join the Discord. What else? I have like a dump of social links under the stream if you want to follow me anywhere. This VOD will be archived on YouTube. Yes, my Epic Tech channel. I'll just like save it on YouTube as well with chapters and all this shit. And also the yesterday's VOD will be archived as well. And I guess let's find someone to raid maybe. Twitch.tv, and we go to software and game development category. I see Zockenheimer streaming. He usually streams some like assembly on like Commodores or I don't know, like 65 or 2 assembly, and creates games for that. That's very fun, so we can rate him. Who else? Oh, there's that like crazy ASCII tuber who streams like some crazy Lisp. Actually, I mean, what we were doing was basically Lisp, right? So maybe we rate them. Machine made of fire. Yes, let's do that. It's Ulkolonk, whoever it is. Actually very like interesting streamer. So yeah, I'm gonna rate them. Thank you everyone for watching. I've enjoyed the stream. I have a few emails to write, a few videos to upload. So thank you very much. Have a nice holidays and weekends. And I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow I will just, you know, go back to my regular like application programming that has nothing to do with meta stuff. So yeah, bye. I'll see you all next time.
Just like because this is something known at compile time. Maybe we want this to be an arbitrary thing.